Welcome inside the DC Everest High School Fieldhouse for Friday night high school basketball on Zaleski Sports. Hello everybody, I'm Chris Conley. Got a good one to get the conference part of the basketball season underway, DC Everest against the Marshfield Tigers. First, a word about the Tigers, who have not played in 8 games, so we'll see if there's a little rust to get off today. Tigers are ranked 4th in the state in our Never Wrong Zaleski Sports basketball poll. Marshfield's off to a 1-1 start. They opened with a 2-point loss at home to Appleton East, and then went over to La Crosse Logan and had a blowout win on the road. Again, they've been off for a week and a day since then. But Marshfield's still the defending conference champion. Brooks Hinson could be on a memorable night tonight. We're told by our broadcast colleague, Gene Delisio, who's just to our right. He's doing the radio call of the game tonight. Gene tells us that Brooks Hinson is 16 points away tonight from becoming Marshfield's all-time high school basketball scorer. So the record book could be rewritten before we're done today. Now a word about the Evergreens, because personnel kind of works against them. Evergreen's best player, Cohen Preby, is out for the rest of the season. He may be able to return sometime in late January or February, a broken foot. That's a football injury. And the Evergreens will be without one of their leading rebounders, Casey Studeman, not suiting up for tonight's game. We hope that's just a temporary injury. But Marshfield is big and tall, and the Evergreens have some personnel that works against them for tonight's game. Pregame coverage today is brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repairs, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, and Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. It's going to be a fun environment tonight, Marshfield. I mean, nothing draws a crowd like winning, and Marshfield's got a lot of people who have made, the 1-hour ride over here. So the Marshfield section across the way is packed. The Evergreens have a good crowd, too. Evergreens opened their season with 2 wins at the Thanksgiving Eau Claire tournament. They beat Superior and Eau Claire North, but they've dropped 2 of their 3 since then. Lost to a very good Ashwaubenon team, eked out a win against Shawano, and when last seen earlier this week, they went up to Medford on Tuesday night and came home 10-point losers. Medford's a smaller school, but that's a tough gym to travel up to. Very small environment, crowds right on top of you. Not surprised that would be a challenge for the Evergreens. Marshfield's 1-1. Everest is 3-2, and it's the conference opener for both of these teams. Teams will continue and wrap up their pregame shoot-around. We'll meet the starting lineups and get Tuesday night basketball underway. We'll start a little bit early. The JV game went fast. Evergreen squeaked out a 37-36 win in the JV competition before we came on the air. Varsity basketball, Marshfield and Everest next when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Hi, I'm Karen from the Hearing House, and these are our grandchildren. Children are difficult to hear with anybody with hearing loss, and I know I would hate to miss out on anything they say.
Gamma, they're cheating.
Even that! If you're missing out on what they're saying, you're probably missing out on a lot more.
Love you, Gamma.
Aw, and they have important things to say.
Make your house a hearing house.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Brownfine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Welcome back. Boys high school basketball will be underway in about 2 minutes. Can you forgive me for a football note? In Wausau earlier today, the Win Brockmeyer Award was handed out. That's for the best high school football player in the Wausau area between Wausau-Newman, Wausau East, Wausau West, and DC Everest. The honoree this year, none other than DC Everest star running back Blake Bankston, and a deserving winner. Evergreens went deep in the postseason, one game away from state before falling to eventual state champions Bayfield. And Blake Bankston was a workhorse. Big total yardage stat for the season. Had multiple 5-touchdown games. Yep, a deserving winner. Double B, Blake Bankston, honored with the Win Brockmeyer Football Award earlier today. For today's basketball game, Tigers in the road black with orange numbers and orange trim. Evergreens wear the home white with green numbers. I'm excited to see Marshfield early in the season because Marshfield, not only do they have the best player, Brooks Hinson's a standout. Been playing since a freshman, now it's his senior year, so a lot of teams in the Wisconsin Valley Conference will be happy that this is the last time around for Brooks Hinson. But Marshfield brings a lot of size, too. They're a big team. So it's Hinson plus a lot of good pieces around him. Yeah, the environment's going to be great tonight. DC Everest Pep Band is going. At halftime of the JV game, we were entertained by the DC Everest dance team year after year, one of the best in the state. They'll entertain at halftime of the varsity game, too. You can tell which routine they're going by which uniforms they're using. The black leotards means it's the kick routine, which we saw at halftime. And in the more cheerleader-like uniforms means it'll be the pom routine at halftime for the varsity game. Evergreens line up across the right foul line. Marshfield's in front of their bench as we go down to court level for our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's Wisconsin Valley Conference boys basketball game between the Marshfield Tigers and the DC Everest Evergreen. DC Everest High School and Marshfield High School, the Wisconsin Valley Conference, and the WIAA require good sponsorship at education-based sporting events. Attending Saturday scholastic activities is appropriate with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attention, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand remove your hats. Place your hand over your heart for the playing and singing of the Star Spangled Banner, tonight being performed by the DC Everest Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Joe Finnegan.
Joe Finnegan, our DC Everest Director of Bands, is not in attendance tonight. Shy smiles from the assistant band directors who led the national anthem. Mr. Finnegan, your student musicians did just fine. Let's meet the starting lineups. Marshfield Tigers, Joey Ketterer. There's all everything, Brooks Hinson. Landon Lee, who was first man off the bench as a junior, he starts now as a senior. Rounding out the starting lineup, Ethan Connect and Valen Ramberg. Evergreen start Brennan Peterson tonight. Chase Pavlovic. There's Xavier Edwards. Cade Felch and Vander Truax. A lot of the rebounding duties are going to fall onto Vander. Casey Studeman not available today. Cohen Preby out for months. Again, Marshfield defending Wisconsin Valley Conference champions and favorites to repeat. We're brought to you by Axis Insurance. For all your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to at Axis Insurance. Learn more at AxisInsurance.net. Axis Insurance Agency, their business revolves around you. We meet at the center circle, Vander Truax and Valen Ramberg. Whistle sounds. Let's light this candle. We're underway. Marshfield gets the first possession. Tap back to Brooks Hinson. Hinson brings it into the front court. Tigers on the perimeter. Can the Evergreens stay close? Got a whistle away from the ball. It's a foul on the Evergreens. A hold underneath. Brennan Peterson called. Marshfield will inbound underneath. Underneath, Marshfield Tiger got his man up in the air, and it's an easy basket for Ethan Connect. Tigers take the early lead and show some full court pressure. Here's Xavier Edwards with the ball for the Evergreens and his dribble. Xavier's directing traffic, looks to drive in, turn back. Over to Peterson. The Evergreens are a good outside shooting team. See what happens if they can rain down some threes on the Tigers. Got to figure that'd be a key to victory if the Evergreens are going to pull off a surprise tonight. Back out, open for three, fading backwards, short. Peterson just barely grazed the front of the rim. Ramberg gets the rebound. Tigers quickly into the front court with an early 2-0 lead. Tigers on the wing, driving in, basket. Valen Ramberg scores inside. Tigers off to a 4-0 start. Minute in. Vander Truax now cut off along the baseline. Truax goes back out. Set shot, three, good. Evergreens needed that. Chase Pavlovic hits. Evergreens are going to need a lot of those to go down tonight. Brooks Hinson goes cross court over to Lee. And now back out to Joey Ketterer. Hinson got a defensive switch off in the man-to-man. Hinson does not drive. Outside three, no good. Rebound tapped around. Loose ball foul on the Tigers. Evergreens will get it down by one. Ethan Connect. Evergreens sometimes have been turnover prone, and Marshfield at least puts token pressure on the ball in the backcourt too. Xavier Edwards. Over to Pavlovic. Vander Truax posting up high from the foul line. Set a screen for him. He wiggles his way in, and Vander scores. First lead change of the night. 5-4 Everest. Tigers work the ball around the perimeter. Hinson pops the quick three. It's good. Brooks Hinson opens with a make tonight. Tigers take the lead back. Full court pressure. Evergreens want an early timeout. No, we've got a 5-second violation there. So the Evergreens now say we don't want the timeout. It's a turnover to the Tigers. A lot of times you'll give the team a little bit of grace when you're calling the timeout there. Not that time. Hinson's got it in the corner, pops another three. Back-to-back makes. And the defender was right in his face. Tigers up 10-5. Hinson 10 points away now from the school scoring record. Evergreens need an answer. Xavier Edwards ridden too hard there by Valen Ramberg. Ramberg's called for his first, team second. Basketball is brought to you by J&D Tube Benders, founded in 1968. They've been in the Felch family ever since. A locally owned manufacturer specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Find and join the J&D Tube Bending team at the Schofield Industrial Park or online, jdtubebending.com. Almost stolen in the backcourt. Xavier Edwards still has it. Xavier got tangled up along the low blocks and he's fouled. That's a bailout foul, and it's on Hinson. Xavier was in danger of traveling when he picked up his dribble. That foul's not on Hinson, it's on Ketterer. His first, team's third. Evergreen's inbound underneath. Turned over on the inbounds pass. Not good. Tigers 10-5 and the ball. Hinson thought about popping that again until the defender closed on him. Hinson sets a high screen. Looking to drive in, cut off on the baseline. Good defense, knocked around, Tigers still have it. Bounce to the corner, contested three, too strong for Ramberg. Evergreens look to move up court. And losing the ball, pushing it too hard, Vander Truax. Evergreens with a third turnover tonight. Hanging in the lane, scoring. Basket for Landon Lee on the turnover. 12-5. Evergreens have to weather this slow start. Xavier Edwards cut off. Gives it back out, resets to Peterson. Back to Xavier Edwards. Now over to Chase Pavlovic. They play him a little soft. Posting up, Truax. Truax double team comes to him, gets out of the lane, gives it over to Cade Felch. This is Felch's first touch of the night. We're 5 minutes in. Marshfield's defense is solid. Xavier Edwards looks to drive in, got a reach in there. It's going to be the second foul, I believe, on Valen Ramberg. Team's fourth. Sam Dasso comes in, Cade Felch comes out. Evergreen's first substitution of the evening. Everest will inbound in front of the Marshfield bench with 7 to find. Backcourt, Xavier Edwards walks it up. Hard screen there, but Edwards cut off. Back out, Sam Dasso with a touch off the bench. Again, Evergreen's no Cohen Prebia, no Casey Studeman tonight. Evergreen's barely hold on to the basket, to the rim that's blocked from behind, and that was clean. Vander Truax went among the bigs, had to come right back at him. Tigers in transition, kick it back out. Open three, good. Joey Ketterer hits Marshfield's third three. Tigers are up 15-5, and the Evergreens want a timeout. We'll take one, too. This is high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Evergreens have a lot of matchup problems so far tonight against the Marshfield Tigers. They trail 15-5, and they've taken an early timeout. I'm Chris Conley. We're brought to you by Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com. Find an agent near you. Take a look at this three, which caused the Evergreens to take the timeout. Yes, we have instant replay now on Zaleski Sports. You like that? Sure do. Tigers put on full court pressure as we're back to live action. Inbounded to Xavier Edwards. Xavier's been held in check so far. Thought about driving. Player with 2 fouls is Ramberg, so I like Xavier trying to drive. He can get an early third foul on a Marshfield starter. Evergreens wanted the pick and roll to Truax. Couldn't get the ball to him. Xavier Edwards again, best player on the floor. Makes an extra pass down low. Xavier Edwards with an assist to Sam Dasso. Evergreens needed that bucket. 15-7. Under 12 to play in the first half. Ramberg inside, scores. Contact underneath and no whistle. I think a good no call. Ramberg's got 4. Tigers answer, 10-point lead. Xavier Edwards again. Ramberg, they call an offensive foul on Xavier Edwards. Ramberg with the 2 fouls stays in the game. Xavier Edwards, I saw that, you probably did too. Came with the elbow out and the whistle sounds. Xavier Edwards, no points and 1 foul. 4 turnovers for the Evergreens, none for the Tigers so far. Tigers work the perimeter. Valen Ramberg. Over to Brooks Hinson. Hinson's hit a couple of threes so far. 3 ball here, high, arcing, short. Cade Felch gets the rebound for the Evergreens off the Ramberg miss. Evergreens will try and get this back down to single numbers. Xavier Edwards now to the corner. Back to Xavier. They play Xavier a little short. Quick pop 3. That short missed everything. Sam Dasso not even close. Into the hands of Hinson to Lee, filling in the lane. Basket. Ethan Connect now has 4. This 12-point lead, Tigers' biggest so far tonight. Xavier Edwards pass to Dasso. Extra pass down low, knocked away. Evergreens save it. Back to Xavier Edwards. Thought about the 3 from the outside, set a screen for him. Gives it off now to Pavlovic. Vander Truax up high. 10 minutes to play, first half. All Tigers so far. Trying to set up the 3 for Pavlovic, but his feet weren't set. Pass kind of dragged him off to the other side. Evergreens work the perimeter like they're looking for an open 3. Cross court, Evergreens tried to get a screen there. Extra pass along the baseline. It's at Vander Truax's feet, and it's turned over. Sam Dasso is out. Luke Honor, sophomore, is in for Everest. Tigers now have Camden Kolstad in. Kolstad just got a touch. Down low, matchup problem against Ethan Connect. Back out, 3 ball is good. Joey Ketterer hits his second 3. Tigers are still widening on the Evergreens. It's 22-7 in what's turning into an ugly first half. Whistle here. Foul on Everest. Or did he dribble out of bounds? Foul on the Evergreens. Xavier Edwards just got called for his second offensive foul. Every time the Evergreens have had the ball, just the offense is really, really tough. Loose here, got a foul on the Evergreens, diving for that loose ball. It's going to be on Chase Pavlovic. We're going to say that ball just went out of bounds. No foul there. No foul, out on Chase. Tigers keep the ball. Evergreens double team down low, jump ball on the tie-up. The arrow points to the Evergreens. Here's Xavier Edwards, who stays on the floor with 2 fouls. Pass down low at the rim and a miss. Everything but the finish for Luke Anner, the sophomore, not able to finish. Evergreens wanted the ball inside. They got it there, but no points. 8 minutes to play, first half. Pops the 3, short. Up goes Chase Pavlovic for the rebound. Tigers back on defense. Xavier Edwards to the rim, scores, and he's fouled. X's first points of the night. A Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw is coming up. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Vander McTaggart called for the foul. And it's a miss at the free throw line. First attempted free throw for either of these teams in the first half. Tigers clear out on the baseline. Extra pass, 3 ball from the other side. Good. Landon Lee's got 5 points. Tigers are balanced scoring, 5 players in the scoring column. 25-9. Evergreen set this back out. Xavier Edwards. Edwards splits defenders, extra pass. Pavlovic pops the 3, missed everything. 2 ugly misses from behind the arc last couple of times down the floor for the Evergreens. Landon Lee bumped at the rim, a lot of contact, no good. Cade Felch got in there, but Marshfield scraps for the ball back to the rim, scoring. Joey Ketterer. Ketterer now leads all scorers with 8. 18-point lead for the Tigers. Popping the quick 3, that's good. Luke Honor. Only the Evergreens' second 3. The Evergreens are going to have to struggle to get to 20 points in the first half. Quick pop 3, back-to-back hits for Landon Lee. Lee now has 8. So the teams trade 3s. Pavlovic's got it in the corner. Back to Xavier Edwards. Edwards on a screen, foul line extended, friendly roll for Xavier Edwards. Tigers by 16 and possession. Another baseline three. Yeah, it's the Tigers that are killing it from the outside. Ketterer's just hit his third three of the first half. He's got 11 points now. And the lead widens. Tigers have been good from the outside tonight. Edwards back out. Pavlovic was open for a three. The Evergreens need him to pop that. To Felch, who drives in. He scores, and he's fouled. Cade Felch will get to the free throw line. Basketball is brought to you by TRW Auto Body in Mosinee. Top quality collision repair. Full body repair, 24-hour towing, and courtesy loaner vehicles, plus a lifetime warranty on their work. From TRW Auto Body in Mosinee, your friendly fender bender mender. Vetter McTaggart is called for his second foul, 6th on the Tigers. Free throw coming up for Cade Felch. High, arcing, no good. Nothing looked normal about that free throw attempt. 4.5 to go until halftime. Tigers drive in, kick out, work around the perimeter. Hinson, fancy, and then gives it up along the baseline. Driving in, got a foul, a blocking foul on the Evergreens. Free throws coming up for Marshfield. Cade Felch will be called for his first. 4th team foul on the Evergreens. Camden Kolstad in off the bench, gets 2 free throws. No good. Tigers by 18, 1 out of 2. Marshfield's going to take a timeout. We'll step aside too. Evergreens will have the ball when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust.
It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
Marshfield's been the hotter team from the perimeter. Marshfield's offense just better than the Evergreens right now. Every trip down the floor for Everest seems like a grinding effort. Marshfield keeps the full court pressure on. They have an 18-point lead, and the Evergreens have only 16 up on the scoreboard. Out of the timeout to Xavier Edwards. Set a screen for Edwards. Edwards got to go to the basket on that. Had a step on Brooks Hinson. Now he hangs off the rim, no good. Evergreens will retrieve this in the corner. Nope, out of bounds. Luke Honor was unable to save it. Tigers get the ball. Xavier Edwards goes out for the Evergreens. Brennan Peterson comes back in for Everest. Fancy behind the back. The 2 is good and fouled, fading away. Landon Lee gets the basket. His 9th and 10th points, and he'll get to the free throw line looking for an 11th. Yeah, watch this. Landon Lee, this is difficult when he's clearly bumped. Gets the shot to go down and gets a free throw too. Xavier Edwards' time on the bench was just 1 trip down the floor. Comes right back in. Free throw is good. Marshfield's got 2 players with 11, Ketterer and now Landon Lee. Yeah, Marshfield looks as advertised in this first half. Set a screen for Xavier Edwards. Foul line extended. Passes down low. Double teamed. Evergreens give it up. Back out to Xavier Edwards to reset. Sam Dasso on the wing with his dribble. The Evergreens are just finding this Marshfield defense impenetrable right now. Luke Anner, the sophomore, has had an extended spin on the floor. Xavier Edwards hangs off the back rim. No good. Cannot get his own rebound. Secured by Camden Kolstad. Tigers can widen this lead even more. Hinson's moving without the ball. He's at the bottom of your Zaleski Sports screen. Hinson has 6, 10 away from Marshfield's all-time scoring record, which may fall tonight. Clear out. Hinson hangs too strong. Cade Felch gets the rebound for the Evergreens. Marshfield's back in transition, so the Evergreens will slow it up. It'll be another half-court set. Just no easy trips down the floor for the Evergreens tonight. Forced up by Xavier Edwards, back-to-back misses. Both of them off the back bracket. Under 2 to go in the first half. Tigers are going to have a big lead going into the locker room. Hinson's now in the corner. He's got the ball now on the wing. Evergreens switch off and put Cade Felch on him. Backwards, good. A step back 3 for Landon Lee. 40-16. A first half that cannot end quickly enough for the Evergreens. Almost turned over. Evergreens along the baseline. A lot of bumping there. And the whistle sounds. It's going to be a 1-and-1. Non-shooting foul coming up for the Evergreens. There's the step-back 3 from long range. Down it goes. The foul is on Jack Sternitsky. Luke Honor shooting a 1-and-1. It's live on a miss. It's a make. Luke hit a 3 earlier and now has 4 points. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, doors. Ridgetop Exteriors, a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit Ridgetop Exteriors. Both of the free throws are good. Luke will come out. Vander Truax back in for the Evergreens. A minute to go. Tigers happy to keep the ball on the perimeter as the clock continues to wind down. Nice pass underneath. That's good ball movement. Jack Sternitsky gets his first points of the night. 7 players in the scoring column for the Tigers, a really balanced team. Evergreens moving without the ball, loose on the baseline, picked up by Pavlovic, who saves the possession. Evergreens look like they're holding for one shot. This possession will determine if the Evergreens get to 20 in the first half or not. Pavlovic just checked the clock. 10 seconds to go, so it's go time for the Evergreens. Down to 5, not a lot of ball movement here. Evergreen's going to have to force this up. Traveling. Couldn't even get a shot off. Vander Truax shuffled his feet. Tigers will get it with less than 1 second left. So we're going to inbound it and we'll go to halftime. Tigers will be up big at intermission. 42-18 at halftime. Tigers sure look like they're picking up from where they left off last season. We'll recap our first half scoring when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Club Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable food items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 29th through December 31st.
It is halftime at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Marshfield leads DC Everest 42-18 in today's boys basketball game. Mammoth Mortgage is your opportunity for low rates, hassle-free mortgages for buying or refinancing a home throughout Wisconsin. For all your mortgage needs, look to Mammoth Mortgage. I'm Chris Conley. Let's check the first half scoring. Landon Lee, in his senior year, now a starter, leads all scorers with 14. Joey Ketterer has 11 for the Tigers. Brooks Hinson, 6. 4 for Ethan Knecht and 4 for Valen Ramberg. 2 for Joey Sternitsky and 1 for Camden Kolstad. Marshfield has rained down 8 threes on the Evergreens. They've turned the ball over only once in the first half, 2 for 3 from the foul line. Luke Honor, off the bench for the Evergreens, leads the Trees with 5 points. Xavier Edwards has 2 fouls and 4 points, 3 for Chase Pavlovic, and single baskets for Sam Dasso, Cade Felch, and Vander Truax. Evergreens have turned the ball over 7 times. They have only 2 threes, and they are 2 out of 4 from the foul line. So the Tigers have the Evergreens doubled up and more. Basketball tonight's brought to you by Visit Marshfield. See the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin. Over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park, open nightly now through New Year's Eve. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. Tomorrow's going to be the biggest hockey night of the season so far. We'll preview tomorrow's Marathon Cup coverage on Zaleski Sports when we come right back. Basketball tonight, Tigers 42, DC Everest 18 on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way.
So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com. The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating. But with Access Insurance, you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
Yeah, and you think about all the different techniques he's got to have in his repertoire, right? All the arrows in his quiver, and he's got all of them here today.
I mean, medium well. Do you want it rare? Special orders, pickles, no pickles, ketchup, no ketchup.
You know, what we're seeing here, Paul, the spatula control is unreal.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where he's got absolutely no beef. He's just focused on doing his job. Yeah, I mean, without these cooks, everyone would just truly be fried.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
High school basketball on a Friday night. Tigers up big on the Evergreens, 42-18. I'm Chris Conley. This is the middle night of the Marathon Cup High School Hockey Tournament. It's the hockey highlight of the year. Yesterday, Walsall West needed overtime to beat Mosinee 2-1. The Evergreens advanced over East Merrill United 3-1, which sets up our championship play tomorrow. We'll start with the consolation game at 5:30. That's Mosinee against East United. And then around 7:30, the championship. Walsall West, the defending champions, take on DC Everest. Evergreens hockey's off to a 6-1 start this season. Both of those games, Marathon Cup consolation and championship, will be here on Zaleski Sports. We'll get the second half of our basketball game underway when we come back in 1 minute. High school basketball on a Friday night on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
Basketball tonight's brought to you by Fleet Farm. Their layaway program is here to help you make this year's holiday shopping easier than ever. Learn more about Fleet Farm's layaway program. Visit any store or head to fleetfarm.com. If you have pets in your house, the pets love the Christmas gifts from Fleet Farm. Got a big bone for Argos. He did the happy dog dance. The big black Great Dane could not be happier. We got cat toys with ball and feather at the end of it, at the end of a long stick. Coco Kitty could not be more indifferent. Teams will be out on the floor in just a moment. Marshfield gets the ball to start the second half, sitting on this big 24-point lead. And Marshfield's played very well in the first half. Basketball is brought to you by the Sherrill Tire and Auto Service Winter Wonders Coloring Contest. Kids 10 and under can win up to $500 for their local school, plus the kids would get a gift card. Get details and submit your entry at SherrillTireColoringContest.com. That's for kids 10 and under. Play is back in. Bringing the ball up the court was Landon Lee, who leads all scorers. Tigers go down low, use that big height advantage for Ethan Connect. He's a huge matchup problem for the Evergreens, got 6 points. Evergreens don't have anyone who can body him up down low. Xavier Edwards clear out, now kicks to the baseline. 3-ball is short from Brendan Peterson. Evergreens are back on defense. Tigers still push the go button. This will be a half-court set. Lee over to Ketterer along the baseline. It's loose, but it's tracked down by Ethan Connect. Do I see that the Tigers during Christmas break will be down in Orlando, Florida? Yes, they will. Even if they are the best group of young gentlemen ever. I don't think I want anything to do with chaperoning a large group of teenagers. That just seems to me like a situation to avoid. Tigers will look at that, I'm sure, as a business trip. Traveled along the baseline. Valen Ramberg turns it over. Tigers again keep the full court pressure on, and the ball is tied up. It's going to be Everest ball on the inbounds. Xavier Edwards tried to yank that away from Brooks Hinson. Then everyone separated at the whistle. Official right on top of it. Evergreens bring this up. Vander Truax to the wing, cut off along the baseline, almost out of bounds. Back out, 3-ball in the air, good for Vander Truax, who now has 5. A rare Tiger turnover. Jump ball, back to the Tigers. Marshfield will keep it. Evergreens like the defensive hustle, down by 24. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact Next Step Prosthetics today. Truax with 5. That's good to be co-high scorer for the Evergreens at this stage in the game. Shows you what a tough night it's been for the Evergreens to generate offense against this Tigers team. Pavlovic in the corner, goes back out to Brendan Peterson. Here's Xavier Edwards. Looks to drive in, double teamed at the foul line, has to kick it back out. X gets the ball back. On a screen, split defenders, he's cut off again. Extra pass along the baseline, reversing and scoring is Chase Pavlovic. He now joins the 5-point club for the Evergreens. Anner, Pavlovic, and Truax, 5 each. That pass hit the side of the backboard. Evergreens in transition, almost traveled there. Have to go back out. Cade Felch, I think he may have dragged the back foot too. 3-ball for Xavier Edwards, off the front rim, off the back rim, no good. Truax could not grab the rebound. Tigers by 22 and possession. Pass down low, fading backwards. Hinson left it short. Evergreens try and push the ball up the floor. Tigers, as they always are, back on defense. Xavier Edwards. I don't think the Evergreens have any points in transition tonight. Foul along the baseline. This is the third on Valen Ramberg. Ramberg had 2 for much of the first half. He continued to play, and the third didn't come until now. Tigers will keep him in. They're swapping out Brooks Hinson for right now. Hinson out. Camden Kolstad in for the Tigers. Xavier Edwards riding him to the basket that's blocked. Xavier Edwards gets it back. In traffic, he is fouled underneath. This is non-shooting. Camden Kolstad just into the game and picks up the foul. Xavier Edwards again. Cross court. Evergreens had that screen checked up and no pop from Brennan Peterson. Xavier Edwards takes the three. You could tell as soon as it left his hands, not lined up correctly and off the front of the rim. Joey Ketterer gets the rebound. Ketterer had 11 in the first half. Almost knocked away. Recovered by Ramberg of the Tigers. Tigers led by 24 at the half and by 22 now. Double teamed underneath. Tough spot on the floor. Ball's loose. And a timeout for the Evergreens. Evergreens got possession and get a timeout call. Marshfield's turned the ball over for the third time in the second half. Evergreens will have it when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Foundation Finance sponsors our high school basketball coverage. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits from day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Tigers again, full court pressure. I joke about the Tigers' trip to Florida. They leave the day after Christmas. The Tigers probably look at that tournament, again playing unfamiliar teams, as a measuring stick for where they are. Tigers plan on going deep in postseason. Three ball fading backwards, up high, second bounce, no good. Offensive rebound for the Evergreens. Truax swept in, got the board. Evergreens without their leading rebounder Casey Studeman tonight. Xavier Edwards, extra pass. Felch, quick release for a three, no good. Evergreens cold from behind the arc. Valen Ramberg clears the boards for the Tigers. Ramberg in, offensive foul. That's Ramberg's fourth. Yeah, I didn't like that Ramberg had that arm bar out to create separation. It's a teachable moment. Just under the 13-minute mark left in the game. And although the Tigers have only scored 2 points since halftime, Evergreens have been unable to get a run. In traffic, Evergreens get it in to Chase Pavlovic, and the Tigers' defense backs off. Here's Xavier Edwards. Just based on personnel, the Evergreens really need Xavier Edwards to try and be the cog in the Everest offense. Xavier Edwards has played tonight like he's one of several. Cross-court pass, well, there's a nice feed and a miss at the rim. No finish by Vander Truax. Truax looked like he was surprised to get that ball. Three from the baseline, no good. Xavier Edwards gets the rebound and he is fouled. Player in the neighborhood was Camden Kolstad. Kolstad is called for the foul. It's his team's 5th. 5 team fouls on the Tigers, none on the Evergreens in the second half. Tigers played the more aggressive defense, so I guess that makes sense. Evergreens have picked up defensively half court only. Pavlovic guarded closely. Cade Felch here. Felch looks to spin, tries to back in, up and down. Nope, he's fouled. Nope, traveled first. Not sure that both of our officials were on the same page. They kind of eyeballed each other and then decided traveling. We are sponsored by Camping World. Find a great selection of RVs at Camping World in Rothschild. A great variety of brands and sizes to fit your needs. Take your RVing to the next level. Camping World in Rothschild. More online at campingworld.com. Yeah, this second half has had no flow. Evergreens have 5 points. Marshfield have 2 points. That's not a lot considering we're 5 minutes in. 3 balls straight on. Round and out for our leading scorer, Landon Lee, but the Tigers fish out the offensive rebound. Lee saves it in the corner. Whistle here, got a foul on the Evergreens. Tom Brennan Peterson, his second personal foul, first of the second half. In for the Evergreens comes Zachary Jones. Here's Hinson. Hinson's got only 6. Looking to drive into the bucket, hanging and scoring Joey Ketterer. Ketterer's now got 13 for the night. That was a nice take. Tigers by 24, exactly where their lead was at halftime. Whistle here and a 3-second violation on the Evergreens. Boy, no one's looking to drive there. You got to be aware of where you are on the floor. Xavier Edwards comes out. Vander Truax back in for the Evergreens. Hinson gets it over to Ben Jordan. Ben Jordan now in for the Tigers. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to be Tigers ball, I think. Yep, stay with Marshfield. Tigers down low. Pavlovic provides the defense. Kick out, 3 ball. Kolstad, no good. In the corner, out of bounds to the Evergreens. Unable to squeeze it there was Brooks Hinson. Hinson doesn't look frustrated. He's hit 2 threes, 6 points tonight. Evergreens turn the ball over on the inbounds. 3 ball coming. Marshfield makes him pay. Brooks Hinson, who now has 9 for the night. So Brooks Hinson is 7 points away from the Tigers' all-time scoring record. See if he breaks it tonight or if he'll set the mark in their next game at home. Whistle, and the Evergreens have been called for a 3-second violation again. So that's a popular call right now. And a timeout will be taken here. Here's the Hinson make. He has 1, 2, 3 threes so far in the game. 44-22 as points have been hard to come by in the second half. We'll be back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Welcome back to the DC Everest Fieldhouse. 9:39 left in this game. Tigers built this lead in the first half and have not been threatened. 5 points apiece since halftime. So both offenses have gone into the deep locker. Basketball is brought to you by Backey's Family Chiropractic in Rothschild, a personalized chiropractic care program no matter what issue your body's battling. Migraines, anxiety, stress, or a wide variety of youth issues. Backey's Family Chiropractic will give you back the life you deserve. Tigers walk the ball up. Whistle, reach-in foul on Zachary Jones. You don't like that foul being committed so far away from the basket. Non-shooting. Brooks Hinson inbounds into the backcourt to leading scorer Landon Lee, who's got 14. Tigers down low, back out. Hinson guarded by Pavlovic closely, no shot. Back out to Landon Lee to reset. Zachary Jones is on Landon Lee, shook him, fade back, no good. Rebound, Chase Pavlovic of the Evergreens. Here's Cade Felch, who came in during the timeout. Felch has the ball in the front court for Everest. 9 minutes to go. Whistle here, stepped out of bounds. Luke Ainer, when he received that ball, had his foot on the end line or on the sideline. A fifth turnover for the Evergreens in the second half. 12 for the game. Evergreens were in danger of dropping 3 out of their last 4. And their one win in the 3 out of 4 on the road against Shawano was a tough win against what you would think of as a lesser opponent. So the Evergreens have not been finding their mojo tonight. Driving, left hand, score. Brooks Hinson. Hinson's got 11. Here's Zachary Jones for the Evergreens. Honor with a lot of dribbling. Over to Pavlovic now. 8 minutes to go. Yeah, the Evergreens just have to work super hard for their shots against the Marshfield defense. Turned over there, off the hands of Chase Pavlovic. That's back-to-back turnovers for the Evergreens. There you can see, foot on the line. Our Zaleski cameras see everything. Tigers go a little deeper on their bench. Jack Stranitsky just got a touch. To back out to Lee. Stranitsky again. Here's Brooks Hinson. Just from the way Hinson is playing, he'd be happy, I think, if he sets the scoring record in front of the home crowd over at the Marshfield Fieldhouse the next time this team plays. Off a screen, Ben Jordan sized it up but decided not to shoot. Lee spins in traffic. He's fouled. Free throws are coming up for Landon Lee as the clock stops. Officially 7:09 left in the ball game. Foul is on Vander Truax. His first, team's third. First free throw, no good. Lee leaves it short. All 14 of Lee's points in the first half. Joey Ketterer comes back in. Brooks Hinson comes out. So Hinson obviously is not going to score while he's on the bench. Hinson 5 away from becoming Marshfield's boys basketball scoring all-time champion. Lee composed himself and made 1 out of 2. Tigers' lead widens to 52-22. Evergreens, bad pass. Chase Pavlovic was not expecting the ball. Goes off his hands, out of bounds. Last 3 trips down the floor have been turnovers, and the Evergreens want to talk about that. Evergreens have been sloppy the last time they've had the ball. This will be a full timeout, so we'll take 1, 2. This is high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. Tigers are just under 7 minutes away from starting off the conference part of their schedule with a win. Got the lead when this game was back in the teens, and in the second half they've outscored the Evergreens 10-5. So 11 minutes into the second half, 11 minutes and 1 second, and the Evergreens have only 5 points. That's not winning basketball. And the Tigers have the ball out of the timeout. Zachary Jones stays in for Everest. Xavier Edwards is back in too. Landon Lee, leading scorer, gives it over to Ben Jordan. Brooks Hinson is still on the bench for the Tigers. Drives in, jump ball. Arrow points to Marshfield. Tigers keep this on the perimeter. It's in Lee's hands. And Lee gets it back. Zachary Jones out to guard him. Lee drives in, kind of a hop step, not called, and kicks it back out. No turnover. Lee got it back behind the arc, faked the 3, and misses at the rim. Zachary Jones pulls down the rebound for the Evergreens. Xavier Edwards here. Tigers are back on defense. Another half-court set for the Evergreens. Xavier Edwards kicks out baseline. Zachary Jones 3, short. Loose, Evergreen save it. That was a hustle play along the baseline by Cade Felch. Turned over nonetheless. Felch saved it, but the Evergreens couldn't squeeze it. Zachary Jones comes back out of the game here. Sam Dasso's in for the Evergreens. Xavier Edwards will come out too. Ransom Dickerson in for the Evergreens for the first time tonight. So just by the personnel, the Evergreens have the white flag up with 5.5 left to go. Fading backwards, that is short for Camden Kolstad. Vander Truax secures the rebound. Evergreen just haven't been able to score in the second half. Felch cut off in the lane, spins, forced it up, no good. Tigers rebound, Landon Lee. Lee gets it off a screen, left the 3 short, well executed, just the shot didn't go down. Back out, another 3 ball for the Tigers, good. Jack Sternitsky. Tigers' second 3 of the second half. Outscored the Evergreens 13-5 since halftime. Tigers' lead grows wider. There's a chance this game could go into running time. Driving in, scoring for the Evergreens, Sam Dasso. A rare drive to the rack with points for Everest. Down by 31. Whistle here. Tigers want a timeout. Why don't we step aside too? No, we'll keep it here, okay? And I will tell you that we're sponsored by Merrill Steel, your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Nicolet Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicoletbank.com. 30-second timeout, so play is back in. Counting down to it's going to be a Tigers win tonight. Just over 4 minutes left in this one. Tigers keep this on the perimeter. Camden Kolstad over to Ben Jordan. Jordan turns it over. Evergreens have a 2-on-2, and they turn it over on a bad pass. Teams trade turnovers. Yeah, the Evergreens are without their leading rebounder, Casey Studeman. Cohen Preby with a broken foot won't play until 2025, if at all. Despite all of that, the Evergreens have still not played well. Way too many turnovers. Been pushed around throughout this game by the Tigers. Hop step, reverse, that's pretty. Nice take by Camden Kolstad. Evergreens set this back up. Chase Pavlovic. There's Peterson, gives it over to Luke Ainer. Back out, on the move, 3-ball, good for Sam Dasso. It's the Evergreens' second 3 of the second half. Dasso now has 7. Marshfield will take a timeout, putting more subs into the game. Here comes Nick Hansen. Tigers by 30. Almost turned over, secured along the sideline. Tight defense, out of bounds. Stay with Marshfield. We're brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau with a state-of-the-art facility and excellent benefits, pay, culture, and more. Join a growing company. Get your career on the right path. Learn more and apply at greatlakescheese.com. I'm not sure I like the phrase garbage time in high school basketball. These kids who are on the floor right now, many of them not starters, have still earned their playing opportunities. But the outcome of the game is not in doubt, and both teams are using their bench generously. Reach in, there's a foul on the Evergreens. Luke Ainer commits his second. It's the team's 4th. Non-shooting. Basketball is sponsored by France Propane, your locally owned complete service propane company. They've served all of central Wisconsin for 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. Loose on the sideline and turned over. Evergreens with numbers and with a basket. Ransom Dickerson scores for Everest. France Propane is your locally owned complete service propane company. They've served all of central Wisconsin for 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. Nick Hansen scores for the Tigers. He is the 8th Tiger to get into the scoring column tonight. 1 minute to go in this one. Evergreens keep the ball on the perimeter. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. Count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. This was a pretty make. Hansen in traffic. Got a foul on the Tigers. Mercifully, neither team is going to go into the bonus. Jackson Wernberg, who's now into the game, just called for that foul. Tigers don't have any more fouls to give for the final 53 seconds. Boy, the Evergreens will be held under 30 points perhaps tonight. Here's a 3. Offensive rebound. My goodness, only 29 on the scoreboard tonight for DC Everest. Post-game coverage to follow. We're brought to you by Express Employment. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. Their website, expresspros.com. Everest will keep the ball along the baseline. Luke Honor scores. He's got 7 tonight for the Evergreens. Final possession of the night. Marshfield's just going to keep the ball on the perimeter. Tigers go to 1-0 in conference play and 2-1 on the season. Final horn has sounded. Marshfield defeats DC Everest 59-31. Co-high scorers Joey Ketterer and Landon Lee each had 14 points for Marshfield in victory tonight. Stay tuned for our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply today at merrillsteel.com. Again, repeating our final score, Marshfield blows out the Evergreens 59-31. That concludes our Friday night play-by-play coverage on Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us. Good night, everybody.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin, covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa, and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Post-game coverage from the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Marshfield Tigers blow out the Evergreens 59-31. Coach, the team hadn't played in a couple of days, so no rust that we saw.
Yeah, we knocked down some shots early, and that's always good when you can when you get into the flow of your offense and you get some energy by seeing the ball go through the baskets. We're well aware that Everest was not at full strength tonight, and we always want to play an opponent when they're at full strength to get a true test of where they're at. But we knew they were going to play hard, which they did. But it's always nice to get a conference road win.
Coach, talk to me a little about the upcoming trip to Florida, because aside from the team's going to come back and be freezing cold for the rest of the winter, that's going to be a nice measuring stick for you guys.
Yeah, so, that's been this plan of going to Orlando has been in the works for a couple years now, and we were looking to take a group that's got some senior leadership, which we do with 8 seniors, and we're trying to get outside our comfort zone a little bit and take our program and try to compete on a national level. And there's some really good teams. The first draw we've got right off the bat with Knoxville Catholic. They're one of the best teams in Tennessee. But I think our guys are pretty focused on what we've got because we've got to travel to Brookfield Central tomorrow and play a really good Brookfield team at their place.
Looks like that'll be the game where Brooks Hinson sets the all-time scoring record. He was used a little sparingly tonight. Put his career in perspective. I mean, to get those kind of records, you've got to be productive as an underclassman. You've got to have a foundation as a freshman and sophomore, and then junior and senior year, you're off to the races.
I haven't allowed myself to think about his career yet because it's still going on. I don't want to think about Brooks Hinson not being on our team. But, yeah, at some point I'm going to be able to appreciate what he's done. I'm just going to try to enjoy every moment while he's still on our team.
Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks. Roll Tigers.
Let's spend a moment here with Brooks Hinson. 13 in the first half, finishing with 14 overall. Tell me about, the team got off to a quick start today, and even though the second half kind of grinded along a little bit, you played from in front the whole way.
Yeah. We really kind of just got out early, and we found each other open, and we were able to knock down shots, and I think that really carried our momentum on defense especially, because then we were able to get stops and keep going.
Talk to me a little bit in how your senior year role has changed, because you were like the first man off the bench last year, and you were really, I thought you were the best sixth man in the conference, and now you're getting the start and you're getting more opportunities to score.
Yeah, it's just coach puts trust in me, and he finds me in a new role, and I just think I'm going to excel in it every time I step on the floor.
Only 3 games into the season, the team probably doesn't have a sense yet of how good they are. You've got a superstar and a lot of really good experienced pieces and some size too. So there are a lot of things to work with on this team.
Yeah. I think we have a really good mixture of size and depth and guard play and big man. So I think we'll be really good this year and it'll be tough to compete against.
Landon Lee's got 14 tonight. Final score is 59-31. Tigers are winners from the DC Everest Fieldhouse. That's going to wrap up our coverage tonight on Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley. Good night, everybody. You do the in the house for me?
Yep.
Smile to you, man.
All right, ready? When I say 3, we're going to say, I'm Landon Lee and I'm in the house, all right? Okay, ready? Pretty good. All right, ready? Say it. Say it. Say I'm Luca Lee and I'm in the house. Say it. I'm Landon Lee and I'm in the house.
Thanks a lot for coming over. I appreciate it. Take care.